And Michael, I will answer your question. I'm sorry, Isaiah. Isaiah, I'll answer your question in just a second. Let me just talk about these, and then I'm going to get a little more in depth into our midterm and using honor lock. There will be no cost to you to use honor lock in that. I know that's your main question there. So you won't have any expense for using honor lock when we do that. So there's a quiz. There's a quiz. Okay. There's the quiz I was talking about that you have. That one's the 30-question, multiple choice, different types of questions, and I'll let you maybe. And some of you guys may have already taken this. I don't know. Now on the quiz in the key term assessment, you get 3 attempts. I see 3. There's been 3 attempts on this one already, and you see these are just general types of multiple choice questions that you're going to get from there. You have 3 attempts. So let's say the first time you take it and you get 10 wrong, 10 out of 30 wrong. Well, note which 10 you got wrong, and when you go the second time, make sure you know those answers for those ones that you missed. Same thing applies to the key. This is more like a fill in the blank, so that's why it's more like terms, terminology. So if we took a look at that, and you'll see what I mean by the fill in the blank thing. There's been 4 attempts on that. This is worth 25 points. And you see a blank is, so it's a 1-word answer to fill in the blank on those. And yes, you get 3 attempts on that one also. And then lastly, there'll be a discussion in each module. And you can see here, write an essay that contrasts the safe mode options available and the startup options. You know, and answer why would you use anything but straight up safe mode, provide a scenario. Yeah. So they just want you to write a paragraph, and you see here at a minimum of 150 words. And I'll tell you, once you start writing a paragraph, 150 words comes pretty quick. So yeah, I'm not making you write a book or anything, but just to, you know, and these are in your words too. It could be your opinion. There could be things you have to research. The author will mention in the book some things about safe mode and why it's important, why it's not. Other things are talking about refer and cite your current resource. If it came from the book, just tell me it came from the book. If you can want to go out to Google and look up the source out there for other things, just, you know, put down where you got it. Just put the website where you got it from, some of the information in your answer, because that's always nice to get some an outside source once in a while to answer some of these. Okay, now I'm going to pop to Module 4 because that's where the midterm is going to be after you've completed your assignments in Module 4. In Module 4, student activities, I will be putting in here, I don't know if I have yet, yeah, I did. I have a practice exam. Okay, so in that practice exam, let's see, there are a total of 125 questions. Okay, now these 125 questions come from your quizzes that you've had in each module, right? That's where they come from. So you've already had the question one time, and now you've got a resource to help you study for the exam. Yeah, but I am giving you questions. So you could think of it, should I just give you a 60-question midterm exam without telling you what the questions are and say just know the modules, or would you like to see the actual questions that you might be getting? And most of my students in my classes do very well on their exams because they have this as a resource to study with. You can take the practice exam as many times as you want. There's no limit on that. So what's going to happen is when you take the actual exam, It's just going to draw out 60, randomly pick 60 of those 125 you've been studying for the actual exam. And this is the one that will be going through Honor Lock. As we get closer to the midterm, I will have some very specific rules and information about using Honor Lock that you should know going into it. You know, for example, a little thing like once you start, they really don't want you leaving the computer. So if you have to use the restroom, do it before you take the exam. They just want you to do it in a one sit-down thing. And there's a couple of other things about the phone and stuff like that. I'll be putting that information out for you. They also supply a 1-800 number too for any support or any questions you have for them that you might need to have answered. Okay. All right. So other things in Blackboard here, my course announcements. Right now, I have Blackboard opening up on the announcements so you don't miss one. I know these are also emailed to you. So when I do an announcement, it gets posted in Blackboard and it goes to your IRSC email. So you're pretty sure to get it. And they're in there. Just so far, all those, we would have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 announcements have been posted since we started. There is a course email. So if you're in Blackboard, we'll say, and you want to email me a question, you go, or another student in the class, maybe you know another student that's in the class, you want to email them through this, you can do that. So if you want to email me, you would click single select user, and then just find me, and arrow over, and then go, you know, when you email me, in the subject, put the class that it is. Like in this case, CET1179. Whenever you email me, always put the class, because I have 7 classes and I've got 20 to 30 in each class. And when you're emailing me, I mean, I know I can remember some things, but I'm not that good, especially initially here. If you ask me a question, oh, such and such and such and such in the module, and I don't know what course you're in. So just put the in the subject CET 1179, and then just type your question in here. If you want to, you can check this to attach. That goes to you also. You get a copy of your own email. You don't have to, but it's there. You can attach a file to if you want to, and then just click submit down here in the lower right, and that'll send the email out. Okay. And then you got my grades here that just shows you how, you know, the points. Again, we're on a point system. That'll just show you how you've done so far and how many points you've collected. Are you missing any assignments, things like that. This is our content folder, and under here I want to point out that this demonstration that I'm giving for you this morning is being recorded. And so, and I can do that right now. I'm going to put a folder in here called recordings. Okay. And I'll send an announcement out for those that have missed that, so they'll know where it is. And you can go back and go over this session that I've had with you. Let me get that up to the top so you can see it right away. Recordings. Let's put that right underneath start here. Okay, so probably sometime later on today or tonight, what we're doing right now will be a recording that'll be in that folder that you can see. Okay. Now, does anybody have any further questions? Any questions on anything I've done or something I haven't talked about yet? Okay. Okay. Yeah, it is, and I try to keep it pretty straightforward. It's no magic formula thing. It's you've got your study activities, you've got your assessments, everything's linked for you, and you just keep going on. And again, next time you get a chance, if you know, just keep in mind that point system. You just want to, if you're getting everything done, whether if you lose a couple of points on each one or not, you're going to be in good shape. But it's just making sure you get done, get your discussions done. You know, they're worth 10 points each, and if you're blowing them off, that adds up. That could mean a whole letter grade for you. So just get those done. You'll be fine. Now we'll be doing this every day from 9:30 to 10:30 on Wednesday. So I'll be doing another one next week. So I'll be here for you to ask away, or you want me to go over something. That's what I'm here for. And in just a second, I'm going to stop the recording, and I'm just going to be hanging out here. If somebody has a question, you can answer it then. So I'm going to do that right now. And